that's fine. We'll actually be heading over to the exhibit hall so then we can see all the wonderful competitions. Come on, let's go. Watch and see everything going on and like hopefully learn some things and just all the different games.
Wonderful. If you're a guest coming down, this is where you register. All our guests get a free bag.
Oh,
But we've got them all lined up. We've got competitors on this way, and we've got a mini game developers left. And we've got the exhibition back over here on the right.
all right, thank you. All right, let's head on over to one of the first competitors. I feel like this one would be an interesting one to start off with.
Oh boy, hello.
What is your name?
My name's Logan Alton.
All right, what's the game that you have?
So this is a bridge between. This was made last January in the Global Game Jam, and our theme was duality, and we wanted to find a way to not do the typical, get a guy, bad guy, evil, or light, dark kind of thing. We made this game.
Alright. So you said it took you like until like you started from January, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So was there any problems that you arose and like how did you figure out how to like combat it?
Well, to be fair, we did make this game in 48 hours. All of the development from January has been very slow. We've had other classes. I personally have like 4 classes that have end of semester projects, so I'm not working with them. But one of the biggest challenges was reading string inputs from the keyboard. Obviously, Unity does have a function that just takes, you press P and recognize the key. But it will not take the actual character key, so I had to figure out how to like translate that. And I unfortunately cannot take credit for that. Another programmer did it that cannot be here, unfortunately. So, but that was one of our biggest challenges, I'm sure.
Difficulty with the sprite size as well?
So, that's
That was one of the things we had difficulty with the sprites being the strange size for the character. That was kind of Gwen solved it somehow. I don't even think she knows how she did it.
I mean, from what I played from it, I liked it a lot.
Except I kept on dying, but like, it's all good.
Yeah.
We definitely wanted to make sure. It was just a simple platform. We wanted to make sure that we had a speed. Granted, we only have one level, and there's not really a scale for that. But yeah, there is a challenge.
Yeah, well, I genuinely enjoyed it, and I'm gonna hopefully after this
Actually play it a lot more and pass it. That's my goal.
I gotta pass it.
Yeah, but I had a fun time talking to you about your game. I had a fun time getting to know a little bit about what you deal with, problems and solutions. But, I'm going to go around and talk to some other people and hopefully, just get more like input on maybe other games and see like if some are actually similar to yours. It's all good fun. Right. Well, let's go into our next game. And hello. Hey, yeah, this is your game, right? Yeah. All right. So I'm just here to talk about like what type of like process did you go through to make your game, and if you had any like difficulties, or if you like had any I started by kind of looking at different escape rooms that I've played before and what puzzles have they done that I like. So actually I can show you this one right here.
Okay.
So I already did that one. A whole thing about escape rooms is you have to pay attention to what you're seeing. So that was used to this. Now, over here, I have a family portrait. There's the character you're playing as Mason, and then your other Hayden, and then their parents. But if you notice, their shirts are not really coordinated.
Yeah.
But that is on purpose, because if you go back over here, you'll notice that each circle has their shirt.
Oh, so you're saying that the player has to carefully look around the room in order to solve each of these puzzles, correct?
Yes. And so then, to answer it, you put in their heights accordingly. And that's how you get the key.
Alright, okay. And how many rooms does this game have?
Currently, it has 2 rooms. Technically 2.5 if you count the closet in this room. But the plan is that it's going to have 3 levels in a tutorial, which will go to 7 rooms. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. Because there are 2 endings.
Okay.
And it depends on the actions you take in this level.
Oh, so you're saying that not only is this game a escape type game, but it also deals with the player's actions, and depending on their actions, they get different outcomes?
Depending on their actions, they will have different rooms to deal with and different endings.
Alright.
Yes.
I didn't expect that. I at first glance, I thought it was just an escape room, but now that you're explaining more about what it is and that it actually has like dependencies on what the player does, it brings more depth to the game than it, at first glance.
It actually relates to a series I'm wanting to make called Heart of Gold, which it relies on this rift, where on both sides of the rift, it's like just looking into a mirror. You can find yourself on that other side, except due to the actions they've taken in their life, they might be a completely different person. And it usually revolves on significant events, and this game is about the event that caused the split between these 2 people.
Okay, so you're saying that you want this to be as like a series, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is an escape room. I'm doing a concept, but my hope is it would be more of an RPG similar to the Mario and Luigi series, if you've heard of that.
Yes.
So like this is, how long did it take to make this game actually? Like,
For my midterm, it took at least a month, I think, working on it. Making my ideas for it was easy to come up with ideas for puzzles.
Yeah.
But what was kind of hard then was figuring out how should you angle it. Like, what should go first, what should go second, and figuring out that string of what's going to make people think. And through watching people play, I've also realized, hey, because of some of the games that I've grown up playing, some of the things that come easy for me are not things that other people would think of. So currently the last puzzle, at least given everyone I've seen, might be a little... It'd be better if I'm going to keep working on this, but when I get to that point, I should probably make it later in the game.
Alright. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you!
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the game. I had a little bit of problems with it, but it's an escape room. It's supposed to give you some difficulties. So, we'll be moving on, but again, thank you for your time.
Thank you!
Alright, let's move over. Alright. Hello there. So, what is this game about?
It's made for Global Game Jam 2022 from Lousy.
Alright. And, I haven't played it yet, so could you give me a quick rundown of what it does and what it is?
Okay. So the game, you have 2 characters. The game's actually co-op. So you can swap between 2 characters if you're playing single player, or both characters can be played at the same time if you have controllers. It does not work with 2 keyboards.
Oh, okay. So it goes with a keyboard and a controller at the same time. Okay. I haven't heard of a game that does that, so that's interesting.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, how long did it take for you to make it?
This was 48 hours at a game jam, and then I worked on it by myself afterwards to prepare for this conference.
Ah, okay.
So it was also created at the end of January.
Oh, okay. And I honestly, whenever I know I haven't played it, but I did see the little trailer about it, and I generally like the art style of it, and I was wondering, how did you make the glowing parts of it?
I'm not an artist.
Oh, so who was the artist?
I'm the only programmer.
Ah, okay.
So the artist, he might not be here right now.
Oh,
His name
okay.
is Sam. I think he's the one that made the part of the text.
Oh, so it's a particle effect.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, I think it's really cool. From what I'm seeing, it's nice, and then just like the fact that it's more 2-player, so it's meant for like a co-op on couch instead of like multiplayer online.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. So they have to be right next to each other to play.
Yes, it's couch co-op or a single player like she's in right now.
Oh.
Just press tab, you can change the version.
Oh, okay. So as long as it's still playable, that's good. Yeah. Well, thank you for your time, and I hopefully later on I'll be able to play this game.
I might have to give you something because the tutorial is not in this build.
Oh, there's no tutorial on the build.
Yes. So
Ah.
I can give you a list of things.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll be walking around, and I'll grab that after. But you have it ready, okay?
Yes, I'll bring it to you guys.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. What is this lovely game?
This is great.
So, I feel like it deals with racing. Is that it? Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that.
Well, I'm keeping track of high scores, so.
All right. So how do I play this?
So you'll need to use the mouse to navigate the menus.
Okay.
You can use either the A and D keys for steering or the arrow keys. I find the A and D keys easier, but some people here have used the arrow keys.
All right. So A and D keys, just your left and right, right?
Right.
All right. Okay.
Also, this monitor here is just for centers.
Oh, okay. All right. Do I have to wait for it to load?
No, you can just.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't have a wheel. Okay.
Yep, you're always drifting in oncoming traffic.
Oh no! I wasn't expecting that. Okay. You know, I want to try again. So, like, how long did it take you to make?
It took me a little bit, but that was more just because at the time I was just kind of working slow.
Okay. And did you make this all on your own, or?
Yeah, the only thing I had help with was on the music. A friend of mine helped me with some of the audio mixing, just because I've never done music before.
I think it's really nice. I didn't expect. Usually, I guess I played a type of game that's similar to this, except it's not
Infinite
drifting.
Runners.
Yeah. Have you heard of retro?
No.
Well, it's kind of similar to that. And honestly, I kind of find yours more interesting because of, well, the fact that it's like a yeah. But also,
Yeah, I could have programmed them to stop, but where's the fun in that?
yeah, there is the funny. This is a lot better. So like, I genuinely like this because it's not something you would expect. It's like, oh, I died. But it's oh, still flying. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I actually did program something that did fix it, but then I took it away because this is so much funnier.
No, honestly, some bugs are perfect for this.
Yeah, that one really is the definition of one that became a feature.
Yeah, I honestly, you know, even though I'm not that good at this game, I actually enjoy it very well. I like the colors. It's pretty bright. Like some of the cars are like nice, colorful, and then others are like kind of more like simple. And it's like it blends in with the streets. So it kind of adds like a layer of difference. Like, oh, hey, you see this bright car? Psych! This is a darker color. Oh, you ran into it. Game.
Yeah, I was hoping that the headlights would make it stand out enough.
Yeah, I see the headlights, but in the moment I'm just like, oh, okay, bright color, bright color, bright color. Oh, I got it. Yeah, well, I like it a lot. I can't get to the high score though. But.
There is also, I do have it on Google Play, but that version doesn't have a lot of the graphical improvements I've done, like the brighter colors that you mentioned. Because the day after I put it on itch.io, my internet went out.
Oh no!
I don't have it back yet.
Okay, you know what? I'll go on Itch then. I think that's yeah. I'll go on Itch, play that one, and then once you get that Google Play one, I'll also go on that one too. Yeah.
I also just noticed the other day that apparently you can put Android games on Itch. I did not know that.
I did not know that either. Thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, I'll probably just put the mobile version on there as well.
Yeah.
right now, but I did enjoy the game. I honestly liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, you can also customize the car.
You can customize the car.
Yeah.
You can customize the car. Alright. Alright. You know what?
Are you guys live streaming?
Huh?
You guys live streaming?
We're recording.
Recording. So this is David. He made a game. He wanted to show it off.
Okay.
Is that
Alright.
cool? Great.
What is the game? Alright, so can you tell us a bit about the game?
So electricity at the blocks.
Yeah.
You have to try to destroy the blocks.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you destroy the blocks, you
Oh, okay, okay.
go around the whole find the blocks.
So, like that block?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Blocks left, right, here.
Oh, and it also keeps track of your like speed, so it tells you how fast you're going. Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, I really like how it looks like, and then like the particle effect on like is that a laser?
Well, not really. It's supposed to be electricity.
Oh, okay. All right. So basically, from what I'm getting, you have blocks, you destroy the blocks, and you use it with your electric laser type of thing. And then it also like keeps track of it all. So what happens whenever you like get all the blocks?
It says you win.
Ah, and then it has made by you and other people. It resets. Okay, so how long will it take you to? Oh, okay, there it goes like that. All right. So what are the controls for this?
So you use the arrow keys
As close as this is possible.
Okay. Could you, if possible, could you also use the WASD keys?
Yes.
Ah, interesting. Oh, okay. How long did it take to make this?
Well, we have a class on Mondays.
So you did this in class? Oh, okay. Well, kudos to both of you guys. This is awesome. And did you like create the car, or did you have like an asset?
It's kind of advanced stuff.
All right. Well, I think it's nice. Yeah. Is the game available on itch.io to play?
I don't know what that is, but I don't think it's available.
Yes. Okay. Thanks. All right. So, okay. Is it like a downloadable game, or is it on the browser?
This teacher, right? He's the one who's gonna help us with it. Questions over here.
What's up?
I just asked the question of if it's on itch or if it's on like a download.
So, as a requirement, you had to have it on itch for the competition. So this copy is on itch.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Well, I generally liked it. It's nice. It's like, you know, it just has a set objective. You destroy the blocks, you get rid of them, you win. Is there like, are you planning on like expanding it, or is it just like that?
I think it's just like
All right. Well, I think it's nice. I like it. Well, you know, if you do happen to expand on it, maybe like, I don't know, have more options with cars, you know? Yeah. Because then you don't have to create that much of a change. Just like, oh, you have a car. Oh, you have another car. You know? Just some ideas. Yeah. Well, it was nice to talk to you about your game. Yeah. I hope you have a good time with the rest of the conference now.
Yes.
You guys,
David.
well, it was nice to meet you, David, and it was nice to see your game. I kind of wish that your other partner was here, so then he could like hear all like the good stuff about it. Yeah, but it was good. Yeah. You guys have fun. All right, now to our next game. Let's get on to our next game. I feel like we should go to the back row, look around, and see what they have. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. We're just interested in the games that you like this place.
Okay.
Could you give us some more information about that?
Sure. Yeah. So I've got two main games that I'm showing off here today. This one is called Shapeshift Sean. It's a 2D platformer where the main character has 4 different forms that they can transform into.
Okay.
Kind of inspired by Donkey Kong Country and some of the old Super Nintendo side scrollers.
Uh-huh.
And then the other game that I'm showing off is called Moncon, which I don't have on any of the screens at the moment. But, Moncon is an RPG about social anxiety. So the main character sees people around him as monsters, and instead of going into traditional battles with them, he has conversation battles because he's afraid to talk to them. So it's kind of all abstract conversation battles for Moncon. So that's the other game that I'm doing here today.
All right. Well, MonCon, it threw me for a loop because you don't normally see like the whole battles being with words, like conversations. You normally think of them as like with weapons, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, given that the game is about like this like boy, right?
Yeah.
A boy dealing with anxiety, it kind of gives more depth to it.
Yeah. I wanted to be more than just like a fun game to play. I wanted to have, kind of a, some deeper aspect to it. That, maybe if the player is struggling with themselves with social anxiety, maybe it'll give them some ideas on how to combat that in real life as well.
Yeah, I think that's really
This is Moncon here.
Oh, okay. So that's Moncon.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and it deals with like. Okay. Oh, so when it says make new friends, does it mean like every person that you defeat is a friend?
Yeah. So after you've won the conversation battle, then they don't look like a monster anymore. Now they're just a regular person.
Oh.
So you become friends with them, and now you can just talk to them normally.
Okay, I think that's really cool because what you mentioned earlier, it being like where a player, if they have this sort of anxiety with talking to people, it definitely like gives them a more like a visual, like, okay, well, I saw them like this, but now that I talk to them, I can see them like this, like
exactly,
normal, like neat.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, and it's playable on what type of platform?
Right now, I just have a PC demo on Steam. The demo is totally free, so if you get on Steam and search for Moncon, you can go download the demo.
Okay.
But that one I'm hoping to have done either later this year or next year, depending on how my schedule kind of shakes out.
All right. Well, I mean, when it does get out and into like the public, I'm definitely gonna let like my sister know because she is also someone who like deals with anxiety. So I feel like maybe with this, she would definitely open up more and like actually like be able to just not be afraid of other people, kind of like how your character wouldn't be afraid of other people.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, and going back to your other game with kind of like inspired by Donkey Kong, you mentioned that the player kind of like transforms into different shapes. Like, could you go explain a little bit more in depth on that?
Yeah, so there's 4 different abilities that you have. There's you can become a dragon and breathe fire. You can become a balloon and float through levels, so like dangerous passageways and stuff like that. There's actually I've got figurines here that I can show if you want to film that. So here's the dragon. This is the first one you get in the game, and then this is the balloon guy. And then you've also got like this ogre caveman form. So this allows you to pound through platforms in the levels, so you can actually destroy walls and floors and stuff like that. And then this guy's like a slime guy, so he can shoot out slime and stick to the walls and the ceilings. So you can just walk on the ceiling and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So those are the 4 different transformations.
All right. I think that's like. I like that a lot.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
This one is actually already out on Steam, Shapeshift Sean, so that one's, if you search Shapeshift Sean, it'll come up in the search. So.
Alright, no wonder I had a hard time remembering the name because of the Shapeshift Sean.
Yeah, it's kind of a tongue twister.
Yeah, honestly. But I like it. I definitely like that it's kind of like different from like other like shape shifting. Yeah, other different like games that deal with that. Because like first of all, it's kind of like unique. None of them are like the same, and then, like there's others that just like you would feel like, oh hey, balloon, how would I use that?
Yeah. I want it to be kind of unusual stuff that you haven't seen in games before with kind of newish mechanics.
Yeah. Well, I like what you showed. It was really interesting. And I'm just, that's cool that you have like the little figures showing, oh hey, this is what's in the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Well, that's enough time that we have here. We'll keep on going on to different areas.
All right, cool.
I hope you have a good time here,
Cool,
though.
thanks.
Yeah. All right.
I have a character that will be
Oh,
interactive.
all right. Okay. You want to head on over there? Okay, let's go. What is your game?
Okay, my name's Chandler Hummingbird. My little game here is called Coulom's Law. It's a little obstacle course style game. It's a little obstacle course game that based on the concept of electric charges and electrostatic force. So, the basic premise here is that you have this point charge, and whenever I tap and hold anywhere on the screen, the point charge moves away.
Okay.
By simulating the electric force of a positive point charge on another positive point charge. And the idea is that you got to move this thing over to the end goal of each level.
Okay.
This old prototype of mine has about 6 levels in it. The first 3 are just maneuvering the point charge around with no extra mechanics. Oh boy.
Oh, it looks like you got your little buddy stuck.
Yeah. I might have.
Well.
There we go.
Oh, yay! So basically, you just move it throughout the map and get to the green area. Is there any like differences like as you progress throughout the levels?
There will be here in the next level once I get over here. So here's the first unique mechanic, the electric field. And what happens is it's a uniform area of like an electric force that whenever your point charge makes contact, it automatically applies a very strong force, keeping it from passing through. So like that one just jolts me back to like the very back of the level. Mm-hmm. So the idea is that you have to move around it.
Oh, okay. It causes a bit of a challenge.
Yes. This next mechanic here is the polarity switcher. What happens is it turns your positive point charge into a negative one that instead moves towards your touch.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Want to see these two mechanics interact? So, like we got an electric field here that certainly won't let me pass through. It'll jolt me back in that direction.
Yeah.
When I'm a positive charge. But if I'm a negative charge, the direction that it applies that force is switched around.
Okay. Oh, and then it propels you forward.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like an opposites interact kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many levels does your game have as of now?
That's about it. 6 levels. I want to work on this more sometime in the future. Hopefully get this on the App Store with a lot more mechanics, such as walls that if you touch the point charge gets destroyed, you got to restart the level. Maybe put that in conjunction with some electric fields for some timed. So you got to get down the timing of exerting your force on the charge,
yes,
so that it doesn't run directly into those walls.
Okay.
Little idea I have. That's about it for my game.
All right. Well, I did notice that on your sign it has, of course, the Windows and the phone. So you're planning on having it on both PC and mobile, correct?
Yeah, it's very much a game that relies only on touch input, making it pretty much ideal for mobile.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also ideal for people who have accessibility issues. Like they're not able to hold a regular controller as most people. So I feel like that's great to include more people.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that's a good game idea, and also it's good to like bring more people in than just the typical ableist person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like the idea. I definitely like that it's inclusive, and with more additions to it, I feel like it will be a good game. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's enough time we have for now with you. But I mean, hopefully we'll see more games.
All right. Thank you. And let's have some fun here.
Yeah. Great. All right. Now we're on to our next game, and I feel like maybe we could go to this one. I think it looks interesting. We just gotta wait for a little bit of
Yeah, I'd love that.
Hello,
hi.
Hi. Sorry for that whole interruption
Oh,
thing.
you're all good.
So we've actually played a little bit.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. We've actually played a little bit of your game while we were like waiting for like everything else, and we found it really interesting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And then whenever we realized that it was made for like the Game Boy.
Yeah, I actually have it playing here right now. So this is it right here. Is it able to pick it up on there? Sorry, it's a Game Boy, so the screen's not the best, but
As long as you have it there, it counts.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really fun. It's so right now it's playing not really a video game, but it's a game, but it's a ROM. I don't know what's going on there. It's stuck.
Oh, it's stuck.
Don't look at this.
Okay, we'll avoid that. But
It's all in an emulator using software. I'll have to pull up the software I'm using actually. So right here, I have the whole development process.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, really cool. Just showing like the process and inspiration. But right on this page, it's showing all the software that I use. And the best part about it is that it's all completely free.
Oh.
So if anyone wants to make their own like Game Boy game, it's not a very hard. I'm a graphic designer, and I don't really know too much about coding, but I do use this, and I know a little, and it helped me a lot with making my game that I wanted to make.
All right.
And using all this software, I'm able to do that too. And just showing the process of how it's being made, and like the color palettes being used, and like map creation and everything like that. And music creation as well, which was definitely the hardest part about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's been really fun. It really it's limited a lot by the hardware, but I think that's like the best part about it.
Yeah, honestly, whenever you mention the fact that like one of the softwares it helps with like creators who aren't that experienced in programming, that hit me because I'm more of like the art based and
me too.
Yeah, I'm definitely not strong in programming. I know a little bit and I'm continuously learning, but still, it just like give me the art.
I mean, that's mostly why I like making games. Just like I get to make art for it.
Yeah, and I really like your whole stand. Like,
Thank you so much.
and little frog one.
Little frog guy.
Yeah. Oh, you even have stickers and buttons. That's cool.
Yes, yeah. If you guys want a sticker or button, you can take them. They're all free.
Oh, they're free.
Yeah, and a business card as well. This is so Scomware is my video game design branding, but the QR code leads to my art Instagram since I'm more of the artist. That's really what I have to say about it.
All right. Well, I like the stand. I like the game. I like the art. It just, and even the music is really adorable and it's calming. Yeah. But yeah, is there? Will you plan to have more additions to it?
Oh yeah. This is a bad example to have it on because I'm stuff, but I definitely do. The level design, I wanted to make it more based on the original Zelda, so the player starts off kind of guided in one direction, but after like a few screens, you're able to go anywhere you want in the world map. So you can even accidentally like stumble into like, the final boss if you're not if you're just wandering around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's awesome. This is good. Yeah. Like, honestly, it's personally for me, all the games are great, but this one.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me.
Well, we'll leave you to it. Hopefully, other people could come by.
I hope so too. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And we'll head on over to the next game. Okay. And that would be this one. All right. Are we filming? Are we filming or what? Okay, cool. Hello.
Hey, so I'm hanging out with Tony. This is Tony's.
Oh, so this is your game.
Yeah.
All right. We're just here looking at different, different games that have been displayed throughout the conference. Could you tell us a little bit more about yours?
Yeah. So, let's try to get a better visual. Let's start up or something. All right, let's do that. As a backdrop. So it's Ninjas versus Samurai Card Chronicles. It is a roguelike deck builder, card battler, slash JRPG, slash fighting game. All those combined.
That has a lot of slashes.
There's a lot of slashes. But really more so, if I take out all the slashes, kind of have the JRPG kind of look and feel more so in the story aspect. But if you boil it down, a roguelike card battler in the vein of Slay the Spire, a little bit of Hearthstone with the PvP in there and such. And so fully 3D. Everything was created from scratch, except the animations. But
is this the game right here?
That is the game.
Oh, okay.
That is the.
So it looks really interesting, yeah. And like I see the card right here, and it definitely looks like it has like a lot of inspiration from a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's kind of more that kind of like that the visual look I was going for the characters was like Jump Force, Bandai's Jump Force, and more of a kind of realistic look to the environments and everything else. So one of the things that personally I do with the Game Development Public is we help teach game development to anybody. Free on YouTube. We put out free tutorials. We have courses on Udemy. We have like 20,000+ students on Udemy.
That's so cool. I want to do that.
Hundreds of thousands of views per week on YouTube and everything else. Not the biggest channel, but we're hoping to get there. But everything is we'll put out a tutorial and have the scripts and have the models for free. So that way we want to make it accessible to everybody who wants to learn how to do game development. Teach the big one is how to make games without code. So we do bolts. Since it's free with Unity, so a lot of bolt tutorials. We have a 2D space shooter out there, lighting, how to do good lighting in Unity, modeling, and everything else. So everything was kind of created from scratch, so it can be given away and slash put out an asset store for anybody that kind of wants to, wants that to use that to accelerate the game development. Right? So that's always a big part of everything that we put together. Is doing that. So.
That's a lot of, the fact that you have like a YouTube that teaches people, and is this YouTube?
Yeah, so it's Game Dev Republic.
All right.
I think we put the video up. So yeah, you kind of slow on that one, but all right, we're getting there. We're getting up there. We're trying. But
and this is the game there.
Yeah, this is the game. So this is the kind of pitch video, so to speak, for the competition, but since it was, I was like, let's tie it in with the video, you know, that put on the channel. So it's a pitch for it, but it's also kind of a, if you're developing a game, these are kind of some steps to help you out. You know, this is some insight and everything else, because everything I'm trying to put up there is trying to educate people about game development.
All right.
You know, so we're like, hey, let's use this kind of as an educational tool also to be like, you know, this is some behind the scenes, but also we put in like, hey, when you're developing games, solo or the team, you know, this is a good thing to look out for. This is a good thing to do, and everything else. Because professionally, you know, I've been like maybe 10 plus years doing it professionally. So I try to kind of bring that knowledge and that skill back to everybody, you know, because I remember how it was when starting out. I learned the hard way. Unfortunately, this was, you know, showing age when YouTube was not so much around, you know, and, you know, it had to kind of learn by failure and, you know, doing stuff, you know, didn't work. So now I'm like, people just try to get that professional knowledge, and you have a lot of people on the YouTube and everything else, they're not professionals. I'm trying to think of the right, I don't want to, you know, and they still have a lot of knowledge too, mind you. I've looked at a lot of these people as well and learned from them, but still, from that professional standpoint, I'm like, hey, here's kind of some industry knowledge, you know, so let's, you know, try to give back.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I generally enjoy the graphics of it. I enjoy that you incorporated so many different things into it and made it unique, you know? Because I don't think I know that there's a lot of card game based, you know, games.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of like JRPG things. And then there's a lot of other things that like you've included. But like having them all combined, that's really cool. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's a niche genre, but it's a passionate. It's a niche genre with a passionate audience, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, this is available on itch.io, right?
It's available on itch.io. The Steam page should be up, maybe up now. Should be up at least by Monday.
Okay.
I messed up with the logo. I put two different logos in the back. They're like, oh, no, what are we doing with these graphics? So, should be up by Monday, but the it's available on itch.io. The early access demo probably is going to be a little bit later. I want to get more polished. I want to get more characters in.
Yeah.
You know, we just got the Ninja Samurai. There are 4 classes, so I at least want to have all 4 in there. A couple special characters, more cards, and possibly the PvP mode. I'm not promising that for the early access, but so yeah, they can hit, you know, itch.io, Steam, YouTube, website, any of those things.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, but we'll head on over to
I
next.
appreciate it. I appreciate talking to you guys.